Happy Friday the 13th. Oh my goodness. I'm hopping in solo today and it's going to be just kind of like a chit chat. I actually posted a blog today, which I haven't posted in a little while. So if you're joining me, hello. I'm not going to just chat about real estate today. It's just going to be a couple of things that I'm loving. I'm sharing a little bit from the book that I'm currently reading, and I just got a new planner in the mail as well. But it's more of like a check-in. So much is happening. I'm in upstate New York, so, we went through summer pretty well without many places having to close. Everybody was doing great. And then really I'd say since Halloween, the festivities, it seems as though a lot of people are not being super safe. And I'm going to, be quite honest that even someone on our team may very well have coronavirus. So it's scary, you guys. So just stay safe out there, take all the precautions, and it's definitely making me kind of reevaluate like how hard you're pushing yourself, right? Like, I am all for the hustle, but at the same time, you have got to rest. You have to take time to recharge and kind of almost be able to see your future, So if you're not somebody who can like take a time and maybe wake up early or carve out time later in the day, maybe start trying to, my dog's in here, sorry if you can hear her, start trying to do that if you're feeling the overwhelm and the push. Coming off the last week or so, I would say everyone's emotions are a bit crazy, to say the least. And, I just feel like so many people get offended by so many things these days, and I think today is even World Kindness Day, or even like National Kindness Day, I'm not entirely sure. But it's like, if we can come from a place of love for all people, regardless of situations and things that are happening, then the world would be a better place. But we're in a world that we live in. It just seems that everybody has an opinion and everybody's going to share it. And it's so easily, happening. It's so easy to be offended. And like, I was kind of joking here. I've got a little lipstick on my mug here, but I received this as a gift a couple of years ago, and I think it's so cute. Boss Babe, it's a little mug, I put my tea in it, and now I see like there's this whole controversy around the term, and I've seen it for a few years. Rachel Hollis, I think, was the one who really got into it a little while back about how it's not degrading, but something along those lines of like women shouldn't call themselves girl boss or boss babe, you should just be a boss. But it's just like, can you just have fun and have a cute mug with a cute saying? It's kind of like, if a mom has a shirt that says something about like, is it wine time yet? Then, oh my gosh, then she is an alcoholic. There's obviously some people do have issues with drinking and there are real true concerns, but my gosh, I just feel like sometimes as a society, things are out of control. Can we just have fun? Can we just breathe and let go? So kind of a bit rant there. I don't know. I just felt like chit-chatting today about that. So I will say, Bailey, come here. She's like getting into my books. Come here. Don't eat my books. Come here. Anybody want a yellow lab? No, I'm just kidding. She is just crazy lately. Maybe it's the 13th here. Every morning I've been waking up, trying to wake up. I shouldn't say every morning, but I do try to get up and read a little bit out of a book. I finished Relentless by Tim Grover, and that was really good. Bailey, come here. And I thought bringing her in here would keep things safe, but you never know. So anyway, Relentless is really good. And then this is Joe's favorite. It's the OG. I actually shared a page this morning on my Insta story. I get some friends saying that they love seeing what I've highlighted for the day. And I'm on the chapter Faith, and I actually went back and reread a couple pages just to kind of like read it and feel it again. And if you're somebody who's kind of like feeling the stress of right now, feeling overwhelmed with life, even if you're not somebody who like needs to be a millionaire or billionaire, like that's not what this is all about. It's really an abundance mindset. It is about being able to have more in life than what may be right in front of you, and having the faith, that unwavering idea that everything is going to be okay. And I feel like times like right now that are certainly uncertain, we need to have that. And it's by no means, religious by any sorts of means. I mean, you could certainly interpret whatever you wanted it to be, but he shares like a poem in here about, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. But it's along those lines of, again, like whatever you think about, you bring about. And, I find myself getting kind of sucked down the rabbit hole of Instagram at times, where it's a beautiful place to be, and it's also kind of, it just can be very negative, and so can Facebook. And I feel, for us, we're very much safe at home, but it feels stuck at home, certainly. And so just check yourself. I know I've had to the last few days, especially the last week. Who am I following? What am I allowing into my space, my energy that it does transmit? Whether you're watching a live video, or if you're just chatting with somebody through Messenger, or if you're just reading posts. I mean, it's as simple as that, guys, right? Like, you just scroll through, and you really are picking up other people's ideas. So as you go about your day and your week, just be mindful of that. Are you surrounding yourself with winners, or is it a bunch of people that are finding everything wrong in the world? And you can't change other people, but you can change your own mindset. And I just firmly believe that. And so this was like $7-8 for a paperback. It's gold. It is absolute gold. And every page in here I could underline and highlight and share with you. And so if you're just feeling lost, Think and Grow Rich, it's tremendous. There's actually a female version of it that I have upstairs too. It's like the girl version, because it's written a long time ago, and they've kind of updated this version a little bit. And so I'm sure there's certain folks that would just not even bother reading this. But if you can look past it and be a little open-minded, and just, grow, be willing to grow, then my gosh, all things are possible. So that was kind of, my tip for the day or the week. I included it in my currently, my blog post today, along with another good one I just finished, a lot shorter. It was a really nice audio book read by the author. You can check my blog out. It's just my name, jendellafave.com. And then it just got in the mail today, so this is kind of cool. Love Sweat Fitness is her business here. Love yourself first, this little card says, #goals. And again, I know that could also be very controversial depending on who you're talking to. Love yourself. But if we don't love ourselves first, nobody else is going to love us. Period, end of story. But anyway, 2021, you guys, I'm so excited for next year. I'm excited to end this year strong too, but there was something about a fun planner. I thought the price point was actually really good. Hi, Brendan. I'm just chit-chatting here about planners. And for $35, it's awesome. I haven't really looked through it yet. I just opened it, and I want to just hop on and share it. But I'm a sucker for organization, and I'm an old school pen to paper kind of girl. It's got stickers, which definitely my inner child is all excited. I'll have to hide these from my daughter for sure. But yeah, it starts out with 2021 holidays. It goes into all of the months, and I've tried a lot of planners. I've done the Erin Condren back in the day. That was like my favorite all time. Loved that one. Bailey. Oh my goodness. What she's mad about now. That was a really good one. And then I've done the Emily Lay. I love hers. They are a little pricey, about double the price of this one, but I like that one because it lists it out every single hour. So if you're somebody that struggles with time management, that's always like my first thing, is write down everything you do every half hour. It's a total pain in the butt, but it will certainly change your life. And so this one, it gives you a nice, this is the whole month of January, which is a nice little square. So for me, I will probably end up using this for like my social media planning on my business pages, unless I have somebody hired for that position. Maybe in the new year, that's a goal of mine, to take that off my plate. I love doing it, but it takes a lot of time. So then she gives you space to write down 3 goals, your action steps as well. Wow, that's key. So that's probably not the best filter to use on this. So 3 goals for the month, and then what are your action steps to take that? And a little note to you from her. Her name is Katie, again, Love Sweat Fitness. I know this is very girly, so I pardon any of the guys watching, but never know, maybe there's a guy version out there for a planner. And then each day, well, that's really nice. Sorry, I was like looking to see how she set it up here. So, oh, again, terrible to see. So you have white blank space here, and then you have some lined space right there. So you can write down what you have planned for the day. I am a huge Google Calendar person as well. That has saved us on so many occasions. Like every day when we meet with the guys, that's in my calendar there. Plus doctor's appointments or anything for the kids. We're not super busy with outside appointments right now, but obviously if we have seller appointment phone calls and virtual walkthroughs, like that all gets down there. But this is definitely some place where I like to write down meal planning. I try to write down like chores that need to get done, things I want to do with the kids, and personal things too, because you get lost in the mix very easily. So that goes through until December of next year. And then in the very back, it's the best time for new beginnings is now, the fun stuff. So then she's got cute little horoscopes, which is fun. And then there's a little area to write down. Oh, she has DIY face masks with little recipes. So it's like banana and avocado and honey and oil. So it's all like stuff that's probably in your pantry or fridge. Good habits, daydream, like places you want to travel and things to do. And then again, she's really into fitness and being healthy. And so that's kind of why I picked this planner as well. Is not gonna lie, I am not the person that loves a good workout. I like to work out. I really miss Zumba classes, but I am not somebody that, my sister is hardcore, will go to the gym for hours on end and lift all the weights. And I'm like, can I just do something in 20 minutes, please? But I want to have a stronger body. I want to work on my core, and definitely I feel like getting into a better routine will be good. So she actually has an app too, but she lists really cool little workouts here, and then tips for eating out, and she's even included portion sizes, so if you forget. And then good things, so gratitude changes everything, and I love gratitude journals. That's really cool. So every month look back and think about something awesome that has happened. And then sleeping routine, take a chill pill, our favorite ways to relax and unwind, best stretches to do, best food and drink for energy, sleep, detoxing, and de-bloating. Oh, hello. So again, really super fun little planner here. And then some empty pages, which I always appreciate. So if you're a girly girl, sucker for rose gold, I love that it's bigger, because I do have, share real quick here. This year I did the Happy Planner, which they're okay. I mean, you're talking like super inexpensive. I grabbed this one at, I think it was Michael's, or I think it was Michael's. I think Joann's might have them too. But this was a little bit smaller, obviously. Similar idea here. But I just didn't get into this one as much. There was just not a lot there for me. It was like not a favorite of mine. So I wanted to try something different, and for 35 bucks plus shipping, this one is bigger, like I was saying, but it's not too big. Like you could still put this in your bag and go. So I don't know if you guys have a planner that you love, certainly send me a message, share the love. I love to know what other cool things are out there that people are enjoying. And again, I just love this girl's positivity. March, focus on the good. Everything's very soft and feminine. So, and then I have mixed feelings about Rachel Hollis. I'm an honest person, right? Like, I don't say everything that I'm feeling and thinking, especially in the real estate world that we're in. I feel like it's important to keep certain things out of my sharing, I guess. I don't know. There's just some things you don't talk about. But I gotta say, I really, really loved Rachel Hollis. And you may not know who she is. But if you do, she's certainly inspirational in the fact that she started a business, several businesses, and really grew herself. And then her and her husband grew this Hollis company. They had a daily morning talk show, and I loved it. and then they got divorced over, in the middle of this quarantine, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard. Like, so this is her Start Today journal, which I really enjoy. Then I got a bad taste in my mouth, so I had to pick it back up recently. Plus, the whole Corona thing happened. But anyway, this part, what I enjoy is you don't even need her journal. Like, you could take out a piece of paper and you can write it down you could go to the dollar store and grab like a spiral notebook. But what she has you do is 5 things every day that you're grateful for, and then you write down 10 dreams that you've already made happen but that you haven't. So you write them down as if they've happened, but they're dreams that you have in your heart. So for me, one of my biggest dreams, if you know me or if you don't, is to have a dream house. And it's something that we were supposed to have built. Hi, Trish. Something we were supposed to have built like years ago. We bought this land 5 years ago, and then we ended up selling it almost 5 years to the date. And we have plans drawn up for it. We were going to town meetings. Like, we spent money to really go forward with it. And it was a dream that just wasn't happening. And I think that was a huge lesson as far as for me. It's not up to me. Sometimes the best laid plans are not any plan at all that I had. So we ended up selling that land for double what we bought it, and that was huge for us, to be able to continue to be entrepreneurs and my husband not have to go back to work and sacrifice his health and his life to be in a public situation of working full-time there. So now we're able to be real estate investors full-time. But anyway, that's like the biggest dream that I write down, and I've written that down for what seems like forever now, but I know that one day I will be living in my dream house. So right now it's more of like, where do we want to live and what is it going to look like? And the power of envisioning that comes from, I know, right? It comes from, concepts like this book, like I was talking about, as far as the power of thought and believing that you already have it. So it's so hard because sometimes we go on social media and we'll see somebody that has this brand new kitchen that they just redid, or heck, even one of these houses that we flip, right? These kitchens are more beautiful than my current one. But I have to just not be jealous and not compare, and just know in my heart and see it in my eyes and in my mind, that I will have that one day when the time is right, when everything works out. Because we think back, had we started building what would have been March of 2020, we would have been in a lot of trouble in so many different ways, between my husband not having a full-time job anymore and not finding materials and being in the middle of a pandemic. And so it was a huge blessing in disguise, and we had no idea that was the road that was going to lead us down. So just that was a little bit of a tangent there, but that's definitely one of the things I write down every day. I have the goal for the business where we want to be at. One day we'll vacation often, because that seems so far-fetched right now. A vacation, like, what is that? As far as being able to go anywhere safely is just not in our cards. And so it's definitely it's a good place to write everything down. But what's really cool is when you go back and you read, I get all choked up, like, even thinking about it. Like, one of the ones was Joe and I work full-time together. And because we saw that vision and because we lived into it, it really happened. It was definitely something that for a while I didn't think was going to happen until the kids were older, and it took a pandemic for it to happen, but it happened. And again, it's just the power of not just positive thought, but the routine of taking the time to physically write it out and then think about it. So really cool stuff there. I don't know, I'm kind of throwing a lot of different books at you, but sometimes I feel like I enjoy hearing what other women are doing and, what kind of tools they use. And by no means does this mean like everything is sparkling clean in my house and my laundry's all tidy and put away and my dishes are all done, because they're not. But when I take the time to kind of set my mind right with any of these tools, whether it's reading a good book, Think and Grow Rich, or kind of thinking about my plans for the future or my dreams, and then well, this is just like, hello. Like everybody should have a planner if you have stuff going on in your life. And even if you don't, like personal goals, that's what's going to keep us going, right? Like you have to have a purpose. So right now, you may not be able to get ready for the beach for maybe you should take a Christmas vacation. I think about one of my best friends, like they always go away around Christmas time, and she's like, why bother? I'm not going away on a vacation. And she's like, I can't think like that. I still got to be healthy and do the right thing because that's what matters most. So these are tricky times, and I shared a meme earlier. What's her name from Golden Girls? It's Sophia, the mom, the oldest lady on there. And back in USA in 2020, when we're older, when we're like that age of a grandparent, oh my gosh, I think about like the stories we're going to be telling. They're just going to be crazy. Like this will pass. This is going to end one day. It doesn't seem like it right now. So whatever you can do to kind of keep your mind in the right spot, get the rest, move your body, eat the right foods, because I'm even guilty of, I am trying so hard to get back on track with not eating all of the sweets and all of the junk, because I think some of us turn to food as comfort, which I'm all about comfort food, but it's, you gotta have your vegetables and your fruits and, some green tea, and leave out the sugar and the extra soy milk, right? So I don't know, I just wanted to share some extra tips and tricks that I use here to kind of keep my head on straight, and I could certainly go on about more business stuff, but that's for another day. We've got so much happening, and if I don't work on me, then I just never feel like I can get any of that really accomplished either. So leave comments if something resonated with you. Certainly share with me anything that you're finding useful in this crazy pandemic time that we are all living, as we're, I think, heading into a little bit of a hibernation mode. My friends and I are trying to think, what are some fun things we can do with the kids this winter instead of like, oh my gosh, we're all going to kill each other. We're not, right? We're just going to have to be creative. I was looking at some games. Like I remember Battleship when I was little. I loved that game. So maybe that's something the kids might want to play with us. Or I know we have Monopoly, maybe more family movie nights. So yeah, I definitely would love some more tips and tricks about that. We definitely bake. But what are some other fun things we can do inside with family, little kids? Mine will be 6 and 8 come January. So, and as far as Thanksgiving goes, so many people, like, I'm not saying I like or dislike our governor, but it's almost like someone needs to be the mean parent here and say, like, you can't get together with more than X amount of people, guys, because look what happens when you do. Like, people at restaurants go in, table of 10, 15, and most of them have coronavirus, and now a whole restaurant shuts down because of it. So, like, it's not going to stop if we don't stop, right? So my family, I think we're going to do a mini food exchange, which was an awesome idea. I have my grandma's squash recipe. My stepmom's going to make her amazing pumpkin pies. Not sure what my sister's going to do. But we'll kind of like share food like the day before or whatnot, making sure everybody's staying very safe, and then do a Zoom call or something all together. Maybe we'll put the laptop at the table. But it's going to be a memory, that is for sure. I don't even know, is the Thanksgiving Macy's parade going to be on TV? Is it happening? But make the most out of what we can. Enjoy today, because we are not granted tomorrow, and find that balance between the hustle and then also like relaxing and like doing things for you. So I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great Friday and an awesome weekend.